This is the Mike and Kevin show coming at you.
Yo, yo, yo! What up, what up?
Shooting out of my little side porch here in the front in North Buffalo. We decided just randomly right now to start this podcast, so this is the first filming. We'll be the main characters throughout this series. We plan on interviewing other people, but for our first podcast, we're just going to have a discussion involving me and Kevin, talk a little bit about weed, cannabis, marijuana. Weed. Everyone's favorite thing.
Mike, where were you when you first smoked your first weed?
My first weed. This is actually this is a good story. It was back in high school. It was kind of like a split between the friends that were all like the jocks and we all played sports and stuff, and like the friends that were kind of hippies, listened to the Beatles, went through that whole phase kind of thing in high school. But I got picked up by my friends and we went to this kid's house. I remember his name was Drew, and I actually hit a gravity bong for my first hit of weed ever.
Wow.
And you can imagine my baby. If I'd never smoked, had never penetrated my lungs, not a cigarette, anything at that point in my life. And my first hit of smoke of anything,
virgin lungs,
was literally a 2-liter full grab bong of a roach blunt. So yeah, and like me not even knowing it's like the fucking dirt end of the blunt, already harsh as shit, going straight into the lungs of big ass.
So how'd you feel after? Did you get high?
No, I just remember like kind of things looked a little weird, maybe like kind of like a visual thing, but the first time I literally felt absolutely no psychological.
So the rumor is true that you don't get high?
I for sure did not get high the first time, and I definitely inhaled because I coughed like a motherfucker for an hour probably.
And he still coughs like that now?
It's true. And we gotta remember to silence our phones during this thing. No big deal. Let's see. Then the next time was in the same week, that weekend, I believe. Went over to my friend's house, and that time we rolled like a fat blunt. It looked like a twig, And that time I was like, oh, this time I'm gonna be so pissed if I don't get high. Like, oh, guys, like make sure I do. Like, am I doing it right? Doing the whole they're telling me to suck it through like a straw, which I tell anyone these days.
Such an asshole.
Huh?
You probably sounded like such an asshole.
I know, dude. I was just like, come on.
Make sure I'm doing it right, bro. Cause like this.
Nah,
shit
dude. They were like,
work.
they wanted me to get high too, because they're always trying to get me to do it for so long, and then I finally did it, and they're like, do it, man. Just hit it like this, and I literally just smoked the whole thing, and then I remember getting to the end of it, and then I just was like, I took a step back, and I was like, holy, I had to hand it off, and that was definitely the highest I've ever been in my whole life. Like, I was doing fucking figure eights. I had to like listen to some music. My friends were just like, what the fuck's going on? But now looking back on it, I wish I could be that high again because I didn't appreciate it at the time. But yeah, then I didn't smoke weed again for like 2 years in high school because I literally thought I was gonna die during that whole time. Thought I was like having a heart attack and shit.
So do you think weed should be like smoked by everybody?
But yeah, then I started. I just went in college and started slow and like smoke a whole blunt. Then I realized weed was like fucking amazing and a great time.
Do you think everybody would benefit from smoking weed?
You have to be able to open your mind up and be like freed. Like a lot of people I think that don't want to smoke weed or just have a lot of negative trauma built up, and the ones that freak out are the ones that have so much shit that like the weed brings you present. So what I think happens, I think it makes you just totally have to deal with all this shit in your life that you don't want to face. And a lot of people are so like out of their reality that weed brings them back into a reality check and brings them in tune with life and everything, and that just freaks them the fuck out because they realize how fucked up everything is.
But you are also having like a psychedelic experience.
That is true. But yeah, I mean, some people just don't like weed, I guess. Just like me, I don't really like alcohol. Like, I'd rather smoke over drinking any day.
Yeah. I think weed and like plant medicines in general are so much better than like alcohol isn't a live substance, but neither with any pharmaceutical medicine. And like plant medicine has like it has like the same currents that are in our body that are produced by neurons, and like that's just clearly like a better thing to have moving through your body than like alcohol or like something that's more dense and like destructive.
Like opioids.
What are opioids? What's that made out of?
It's just like it's like heroin's an opioid. You know what? It's painkillers.
Yeah, what's like the chemical of it?
I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell you that. I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
that.
I know
Well,
opioids
it's
are
like
junk.
it originates from like opium. The opium plant is like a natural opioid. So it's basically they make it from based on that, but it's a chemical compound that they make in the
Right.
lab. So it's a pharmaceutical. But the thing is, yeah, people are really getting off opioids because marijuana is such a better reliever of inflammation. It works for depression, PTSD. These kids having all these seizures all the time. I'm seeing more and more studies and articles on Reddit by the day. People were just like instantly getting cured. These little girls and boys instantly cured of their seizures, 300 a day. Imagine that. Imagine having 300 seizures a day and then just totally being okay again. Like that kid's life is just like totally, it's like giving back, like a whole
Did you
chance to
see
live
that
again.
dude on America's Got Talent that like was able to sing but like couldn't talk, but like was able to sing like a whole song with like a beautiful voice. He sounded like one of those jazz singers, like back in like the 20s, and like he was just able to do that through music. And like
That's pretty amazing.
yeah, after like the interview, he wasn't talking. Before he wasn't talking, but like it was incredible. Like he sounded like a, a grown man too, and he was like a young kid.
hmm
Yeah,
It kind of reminds me of a similar story where like a girl she could run perfectly. When she started walking, she was literally like, looked like, I don't even, she like twitching and just looked like she had like,
that's insane.
the,
That's
like,
like different.
yeah,
How did that happen?
like the guy from Back to the Future, what's his name? Like that kind of, those like kind of shakes almost.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Like
it's funny.
Forrest
It's
Gump.
like it's something like musical about like running for her, probably similar to like singing for that guy. Something
Yeah,
about like the flow of energy, I would say, through the body is like more natural and must like connect their neurons and things in the proper way.
I think that's right.
Definitely. We're in New York here, so weed was potentially going to be legal this year, but they pushed it back again, decriminalized it. You can carry up to 2 ounces on you at a time now, and it's just a violation.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
That was literally just passed, I think, this month or so, because they didn't pass weed, so at least the cops aren't gonna be coming down so hard on it, and you can have a pretty good amount. So I'd say by next year, next couple of years, we should really see that legislation getting pushed through here for the weed. And it'll be a nice thing, It'd be like going to a dispensary. You have all, the contents, for once you can see your THC levels, your CBD levels, instead of just kind of guessing what your dealer has, going to his house and it's always like a mixed bag, it's always fire. Your dealer, this stuff's good shit, right, every time. So it's not though, right? It definitely isn't every time. So definitely having that control in that way. Like the quality of what I've smoked in dispensaries, I've been to like Colorado and Nevada and Las Vegas. Those dispensaries are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've never been to one, but I've seen like the stuff people bring back, and it's like I didn't know they could put weed into like oils you rub on your body and stuff, and like it gets you high. Actually, probably wasn't rubbing on your body; it was probably the ones you put on your
Yeah, like the quality of this stuff, like you can literally just pick it up in your fingers. You don't even need a grinder. You can literally just it'll just break up in your hand, and it's like crystally, keefy
tongue. Yeah,
amazingness. You know?
yeah, dude. The best part about like picking up cartridges is like knowing what kind of like weed it is,
Yeah.
and then you can like pick out a high to get.
Yeah, like even in the city, they have like bike riders that ride around and they have like all these little packages and like eighths that they'll tell you exactly what's in it. It's like a little mini traveling dispensary. So New York City is definitely on another level with the illegal bud transformation here. But Buffalo, I mean, the bud around here ain't the best. You can find some good stuff sometimes, but we're a little packed away here in the United States. I was in the logistics industry before, so I actually got a feel for how difficult some things to ship to Buffalo since it's kind of in the corner spot of like the U.S. and a corner of it. Just more expensive to get stuff out here because there's nowhere to go. You gotta like head all the way back south somewhere to New York City. Buffalo is really, besides like Cleveland, Ohio, but no truckers are going back out that way for something. Buffalo is kind of secluded on its own out here.
Yeah, people come up here a lot for school though, which is cool. I like people from
Mm-hmm.
Long Island. They have like a similar like I don't know, like a sarcastic, like not that being not friendly is good because it's not and it's annoying sometimes, but people that are like closed off have like a kind of a mean sense of humor that I enjoy.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, that is a funnier sense of humor. Went to school with a lot of guys from Long Island and stuff.
Yeah, in our frat.
Yeah, me and Kevin were both in the same frat. I graduated in 15, but he's just graduating this year, so we didn't really ever. We were friends before he joined the frat, so. But we are frat bros at heart forever. Sig Tau, UB, let's go.
Frat boys.
Yeah, but I love Buffalo, you know. The summers here are great. The winters suck, but one day I would be nice to just spend the summers in Buffalo. My goal is spend the winters somewhere else, maybe Cali or somewhere warmer. Give me to a beach. Give me consistent warm
Surfing.
weather when it's blizzarding here, and I'll be a happy man.
Surfing would be fun.
But snowboarding is pretty dope too, so I'm trying to get more into that this year.
Have you been snowboarding before?
Just one time, I fell on my ass every 10 yards.
Yeah,
The
I mean
joys
that's
of
pretty much
learning.
it. The worst I had was when I was like a little kid. I was snowboarding, and it wasn't like in a professional board, so like my feet were only like buckled in, and I like was going down this hill in like some side part of like a ski lodge, and there was a root sticking out, and I just caught right into it. My board was stuck in it, and my feet flew out of the latches, and I just like flew down the hill, face planted. It was bad.
Yeah, I feel like you get that confidence skiing, then you get that one hard fall where you just fucking launch and hit your face.
I never felt confident. I still don't feel confident snowboarding, bro.
Skiing, I feel way more confident skiing.
Yeah,
Skiing's easy. It's like if you know how to ice skate, in my opinion, skiing's basically the same thing. It's just like
dude, I
a little
still
bit
can't
different.
hockey stop.
Oh, I can't do that either.
The
So
fuck?
watch the fuck out.
I try. I try so hard.
Oh yeah. I feel like yeah, that takes like another level of confidence to try that stop because you have to go for it. So it's like you either do it or you like you're gonna eat shit because you're
Exactly.
just turning.
Dude, one time, like recently, we were ice skating. This is last year actually. We were ice skating and we raced across the rink, and like I couldn't stop, and I just fucking like I must have been going like 20 miles an hour.
Did you hit the wall?
Yeah, bro, I fucked the wall up. Like if it was a person, that person would have been lights
Jesus, dude.
out.
Yeah, then that dude, you like fuck yourself up. Dude,
It
imagine you
hurt
like
for like
flying
the
over
next
it.
day, whatever.
I saw like a funny video recently. The dude just like fucking flips right over it, in, like a crowd of people. Did like the same exact thing, but there was no glass. So
Nah, yeah, like I tried to like I like was like close to the ground because I knew. I was like, that's a
mm.
good idea.
Yeah, me and my boys used to play pond hockey back in the day on our snow days.
That's
Then we
pretty
had the
sweet.
country club like behind my house. We would we'd go up there and we'd have to shovel the pond though, you know. But it was sick. Like once you got it going, you'd have your skates on, so we would just like be like an assembly line skate, but like you'd be able to skate and shovel pretty fast because you're on skates. So that was pretty sick. And then you'd clear off an area and you'd literally have like a perfect rink because you'd like have the snow as the barriers. And sometimes we'd bring a net, and that was always a good time.
Yeah, I would. My dad played hockey. I want to play hockey, but like I was too late when I got into it. But we went ice skating a decent amount when I was a kid.
Yeah,
That's
hockey
why I
is an
got into it.
expensive sport for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could afford it, though.
Yeah, it's like the typical like white fam sport. It takes a lot of traveling, a lot of money.
Yeah,
My dad was way too frugal for me to play hockey. I was a baseball, basketball kind of guy, you know. Sucked at basketball. I was pretty good at baseball.
yeah, I didn't even know you played basketball.
Yeah, I just played like little league and stuff, you know.
Lacrosse is pretty fun.
Or like like the church league. Let me tell you, yo, like the CYO church league in my town was fucking intense. Like that shit. That was some of the best basketball games I'd ever been a part of and like seen.
People were that good.
Yeah, my coach was a nut too, man. He was hilarious. Like he would be so fucking loud and like just like jump like dude. We're like in middle school and he would just be like so into it, you know. Like
Let's talk about
jumping
how
out of his
every coach
pants.
is like that.
Other coaches like that.
Every coach.
But I don't know. Like Bill Belichick's not like that. He's like that, like calm, present, like powerful ass, smart ass coach. Like, probably the best coach in the game for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
and I hate the
just
Patriots.
compared to
And I like hate the Patriots, but he's the opposite of that kind of coach. I would say like Lou Pennell. He used to be like a bunch of managers, MLB. He used to literally, I remember he kicked dirt onto an umpire once when he got thrown out.
It's like not even bad.
I know, it's just like hilarious. So like throwing like a tantrum, you know. Like, well, imagine a grown man doing that to an ump. It's just like fucking
Did you
hilarious.
see like the article about the guy who flipped off the baseball player just recently?
No.
Yeah, they made a big like deal about it. All they did was flip him off because like it was a heated game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it like the catcher?
No, the pitcher flipped off the batter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
that's honestly, I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I enjoy them.
Yeah, just like let that. That's just like builds the like fire and the rivalry. Like fucking TV would love that shit. If that happened in the pros, their fucking ESPN would just be about it all day, and MLB would be fucking happy because it just got more views that they're fucking lacking. And not the one thing MLB's doing, man. You hear about this? They're juicing the balls for sure. The home run rates are like up insane amounts. Like the number of home runs this year is gonna like bypass the other one by like 500 to 1,000.
So they're doing something to the balls?
Yeah, they're literally either like changing the temperature, like the wind of the ball. They're doing something inside the ball, I believe. They're changing the core so that these balls have more pop. Like little fucking pop flies are getting out. Like I have like the home run derby balls. Something probably had to be up with that. These motherfuckers two guys hit 30 home runs in a round. Like that is just absolutely insane. Not give those guys credit like Vlad Jr. is a motherfucking beast. But something is up with these baseballs. Verlander's actually bitching about it today. And he was the first, but it's like the most home runs he's given up in a season, so obviously he's the first to complain. But something is up. Numbers don't lie.
I feel like in the history of baseball, like they've always been changing the rules to make it harder on the pitchers. And like
people want to see home runs, you know? Yeah. That's what makes money.
It sucks though, because I think the game is more
it ruins the integrity of it, yeah.
I thought it was more interesting when they like were striking people out more.
Right, like good pitching is just impressive and
it's
a sign
really cool.
of it's like if a pitcher's dominating, that's just like damn.
It's more entertaining to watch to me.
Yeah, like close games. That's what I like. That's like people who actually have respect for baseball.
Then you get like more infield plays too.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing like a no hitter or a perfect game, or like a 1-0 game, or like 2-1. You know, those games are the best ones. Like neck and neck whole game, a couple pitcher duels.
I mostly only watch football.
Yeah, this is like the dog days of summer and of sports right now. I was talking to my friend about that. It's just like we got the MLB even right now. We got the All-Star break. It's like literally like no sports to watch right now.
There's a break in the baseball league.
Well, it's the All-Star break this week, so I take a week off in between.
Oh, word! Is this like the finals?
No, like it's halfway. MLB goes for fucking ever. It doesn't finish till like November. It's ridiculous. They play 160 games, or like what's it? 162.
It should be less than that.
Dude, I don't know. It's just how it is. Baseball doesn't take a lot of. You can play a lot of games because it doesn't have as much wear as like other sports like hockey or football, fucking once a week.
I guess.
I think that's why what makes football so cool is that it's only played so limited amount compared to other sports, and it's just fucking awesome.
That was a good argument.
And fantasy football is definitely one of my favorite hobbies.
Rugby looks crazy. I would get into watching that.
Yeah, rugby is some intense shit.
It looks like people get fucked up.
Rugby players fucking lift, let me tell you, man.
We should watch some rugby videos.
Yeah, dude. Those motherfuckers squat, yo. They got some fucking shrunk legs.
Yeah, Dylan was telling me that they went to see rugby. And, like, one dude was, like, they said the smallest dude was 160 pounds. And, like, the biggest dude's, like, 300 pounds.
Yeah, massive.
Like, yo, I would not be 160 pounds getting tackled by, like, 285, dude.
I think they have different kind of positions, though, at that size.
You don't think that dude's going to, like, lay hands on him?
If he's, like, in the wrong spot, I guess. I don't really know how rugby works. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to be fast as fuck, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yo, why don't rugby players just play in the NFL?
Honestly, I'm sure some have, like...
They're too hardcore. I feel like if you play rugby...
I'm sure some rugby players are football players and vice versa.
I think if you play rugby, like, you're a fucking Viking. You're from, like, Norway or something.
Yeah, man. You gotta have a different mentality, that's for sure.
Yeah, like Russians would play rugby.
Yeah, like some fucking Ukraine dudes, like
yeah,
big ass motherfuckers don't give a fuck.
Oh, pass me the ball! Just bulldozing through people like they're little kids. Just fucking people up.
Exactly. Kevin was learning how to play some frisbee today. How was that, Kevin? Think about that game. Playing at Delaware Park.
Woo woo. It was fucking lit, dude. I love playing frisbee.
He's getting better now. He's getting his throw down. He was getting a little frustrated there, but...
Dude, yeah, like I threw maybe like 5 good throws. We were there for like an hour.
Yeah.
How long were we there? That was a long time.
Yeah, we got some good exercise, especially we got a lot of walking in.
That place is popping. Buffalo
yeah, it really
is pretty
is.
like that, but like there's so many people walking around here.
Yeah, when you go, certain parts of Buffalo are pretty lit, honestly.
Just this far, I think.
Delaware Park. Delaware Park's basically Buffalo Central Park, but way nicer than Central Park. Central Park's so dirty. Delaware Park is just super clean. It's just got like massive old like oak trees and trees that are like hundreds of years old that have been there forever. It was like just a giant place. It's literally got everything. It's got golf. It had like an entire like 18 holes of golf. It has like 4 different full tennis courts, like 5 or 6 soccer fields. You know, just random space everywhere. It's literally just a massive park.
Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want there. It's like a nice spot to like film a movie.
Yeah, the zoo's even connected to it right there. Well, me and Kevin are pretty like anti-zoo now. It's just like the older I got, the more I realize how fucked up it is just keep animals like that. They're just like they don't want to be locked in like that. And, I mean, a lot of them are like can't be like in the wild and shit, but I don't know. Like, some of it just seems like they're not happy to be in that kind of setting. And Buffalo is not a place for a lot of those animals to be very out of their natural habitats.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind zoos if they were like really nice.
They should make them like natural zoos, kind of. Or like,
yeah.
Maybe safaris are better. I don't know.
The bird places are really cool.
Or just have like a huge like nature park or like preserve.
Yeah.
You can just like see shit on.
Boston's cool. How the animals just like run around and like they're super friendly. But like those are just squirrels. And what else?
You're like, those are just squirrels. That's funny. Boston's a cool city.
Yeah, and the birds too. I can't think of what kind of bird it was. Pretty big.
I visited there once with Shanka. We went there.
Yeah, I like Boston.
Yeah, it's sick. Popular. I'd like to go back. I think it'd be a pretty cool place to live.
I think so too.
I think it's way cooler than New York City.
I've never been to New York City.
What?
We should get a soundboard.
Yeah, we should. All right, I have one on my phone. Here we go.
You would.
Just wait for this, everybody. Oh, but God, download it. All right, pause the. We'll get back to it. But yeah, what's your favorite way to smoke weed, Kevin?
Joints.
Joints? You like wax or weed better?
Wax.
So like carts better than weed?
Yeah.
Or like wax.
I mean, like if
Like
I'm
dabs?
chilling in my house, then like I'll want weed to smoke, but like I'm always out and about, so like I never have the time to like just sit down and roll.
Yeah, like if I'm taking a dab, I need to like take a nap. I'm like done for the day, the week. Not the week, but if I'm dabbing, I'm like done for the night. I'm ready to go to sleep after that.
You took dabs from this earlier.
But like I mean like a real dab from a rig, when you light it with the torch. Those kind of dabs, like I need to be ready for a nap or go to bed after one of those.
For real, but like you can't because they wake you up.
Exactly.
You tried to do that.
There we go.
It didn't work.
Oh yeah, we in business now. Yeah. All
Getting
right.
fucking crazy. Bring out
Soundboard
the
with it.
hookers.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. The black hookers.
Whoa, we know what kind of hooker Kevin gets now. All right.
This is the sound when the black hookers come out. I'm talking like the rap video girls.
Yeah, big booties.
Big booties.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds like when Cardi B farts.
Oh, I thought it was just a trash can closing. Yeah, Cardi B, man. It's crazy that it's like she just like admits to like fucking robbing people, and it's like she gets more fans or something. It's just like dudes are always like the ones that can just be like, oh fuck the dudes, and then no one gives a fuck.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, Cardi B just said what she did, and nobody cared, and that's like the people just don't care, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That would pretty much sum it up there.
Yeah, it's fucked. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah, I know. Nothing surprises me anymore, man.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. Yo, I for the first time the other day noticed that like styles really do come and go, and it's weird because like I don't pay attention to style, but like I was looking at something that like I wear. I don't pay attention to like what's quote unquote in style this month or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I was looking at something. I'm like, I don't know if I like this anymore, and it's like I wonder if like the changes in style just come because like. It's weird that the change in style came and I naturally at the same time was feeling like I don't really like this style anymore. It's like, is everybody on the same wave?
I feel, yeah, you feel like you're like catching the wave first. Yeah, like I feel that way about like apps sometimes. Like I feel like I can feel when they're going out and then they do go out. And like I stop using it first and then everybody else kind of fades out.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, exactly. When you look at things like unbiasedly, you're just like, I don't really like using it anymore. And
yeah.
You just don't.
And that's like what it is to be like yourself and like have an opinion instead of just being a follower. And that's when you can actually just look at something and be like, I like this because I like it, or you don't like it because you don't. Instead of like liking it because you're supposed to. Like, fuck that, dude. It's such
really
a follower
move.
A follower.
People really do that though.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. I remember I got on Twitter super, super early, like when I was in like a freshman in high school, so like 2012, 2011.
Well, dude, I had that shit as a freshman in high school, so I had it like probably like 2008.
And I was adding all these like celebrities and shit, and like none of them responded. But like,
I look at my old tweets, I'd be like, yo. And it's just like, alright, time to hit them sheets.
Dude,
Like, who gives a
Facebook,
fuck? No one gives a fuck. I'm going to bed, man.
you had MySpace, didn't you?
Hell yeah, dude.
Crazy.
MySpace literally just had your top friends. It
Yo, so
literally,
what
it was like the
was-
most fucked up thing, man. It's just be like, all right, here's your top friends ranked in order, and like that shit like meant things to people. Like, dude, people will be losing fucking friends and like starting drama over these fucking MySpace wall friends,
That's like
man.
when Snapchat had like your best friends and shit.
Yeah, right. Dude, MySpace was kind of sick, dude. You could fucking have you
What
would go
did
to your
people post
profile,
about?
your music would be playing automatically, have a song playing. It would just like tell
Really?
you. It was
That's
kind of
cool.
sick and like its like own way. It would just kind of have like everything about you. You could just like tweak out your wall, make it like any way you wanted. I don't even know if it was called the wall then. Probably not. Like
What did people
what a Facebook
post
term.
about?
People, you didn't even post on there. There was nowhere. It was just like you visited profiles and messaged each other. There was no like. I think Facebook was the one that like really started that, the posts like that.
Wow.
Or I guess you could post on each other's profile pages. I believe.
Yeah, I feel like if you can't
It's
post,
been so fucking long, dude. MySpace literally just like totally like went bankrupt basically.
yeah, I wonder if they got bought out or if
Yeah,
they
they
just
did.
went under.
And they finally like took the
Who
page
bought
off
them
and
out?
stuff. I want to say it was like AOL almost, but I don't even know.
Dude, isn't AOL like?
Yeah, I don't even know what they do. It's like Yahoo is like insignificant as fuck now. They got a chance to sell for so much money back in the day, and then they sold for like a tiny fraction of it.
Really? I thought
Yeah,
it was that they
just,
had
like,
the
didn't
option.
evolve.
I didn't think they were gonna sell. I thought they had the option to buy Google for a cheap amount of money.
I think Google offered to buy them for a lot, and they didn't or something.
Oh,
And
maybe
Google just
recently.
wrecked them. Gmail just like, dude, no one uses Yahoo Mail anymore, you know? Like,
Mhm.
Yahoo used to be the king, and then I think Gmail just totally fucking dominated, took them out.
Clearly.
It was such an interesting time, like the early 2000s. Like, it was like before cell phones were a big thing, so it was like a really transitional stage.
It's cool that we got to live in the time like when technology just came out.
Oh yeah, dude! I just saw this dope pic of LeBron. Let me see if I can find it from the early 2000s, and he was like probably like 18. He was like literally just like carrying a PS2. It was like the most 2000s picture ever.
He's carrying around a PS2.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Here, I just found it. Sick. It's like the Joe Rogan thing. It's like we need an assistant to do this. We'll get some video of this soon and be able to show the viewers, man. Yeah, look at that shit. How 2000s is that? Isn't that a fucking great pic?
Oh my god, bro! What?
That fucking throwback so hard.
Yeah, I never seen LeBron when he was young, so
I know, right? It's funny,
that's
right?
crazy. Yeah.
He looks so like he kind of looks like a little thug, but he got some fucking swag, man.
Whoa,
Look at these
whoa!
look at these
racist.
Nikes, dude.
Those are ugly.
Not for that back in the day, but those were fucking hot then, man.
Probably.
Back on the Cavs, dude. Got 2 controllers. Got the real controllers too, not them fake shitty PS2 replacements you could get.
Dude, people
Remember
still
those
get
things?
them.
Can you get those for PS3? Do they even allow that anymore?
Well, people don't use PS3 anymore, so
That is true. I meant to say PS4.
you old man.
Yeah, I'm so behind on the
people still
times.
get that. People have it. My friend has one for Xbox One. I don't know why people get it, bro. It's like $10 cheaper, and it literally looks like it went through like. It looks like it's for like some gnome. Like it's for people whose hands are like baby hands.
Right.
Like Donald Trump would use that shit.
What the? Are you saying like the Twitch controllers?
The other alternative controllers.
Oh yeah, they are fucking mad, weirdly tiny.
Yeah, right. The buttons are like in weird spots. I don't know how you can even get clearance for that shit. Like to produce other controllers for a gaming system.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was wondering. Like, how did all these like corrupt companies start making all these like weird
Corrupt.
ass?
They're not
Yes.
corrupt.
Yeah, I know.
These
Who knows though?
corrupt companies.
Dude, there might be some like sketchy. They're rather like Chinese companies just like
right
importing all
with
these.
like child labor.
Yeah, bro, exactly. These cheap ass controllers, just
Right.
they fucking did the job. I remember exactly how they felt too. They were just like so
They
fucking
felt
weird.
like child
They were-
abduction.
They were like fucking Nintendo 64 controllers like melted into PS2
Oh,
controllers.
dude, Nintendo 64 was the shit.
Yeah, that was a sick system, man.
For real,
Mario
I played the
Kart,
most video games on
fucking
that.
smash, bro. So, oh, and Mario Party, that was a fucking fun one.
Donkey Kong 64.
There you go, another one. That shit is fire too.
Yeah.
I used to play that stoned all the time in college. We'd be playing.
Did you really?
We played Mario
Dude.
Party stoned, dude, with a bunch of people. And let me tell you, those were some of the best motherfucking times, dude. It was such a fucking blast.
I never
so
see like
funny.
the advertisements for the new ones. I wonder if they stopped.
Yeah, I wonder. Mario Party was a shit. It was literally just playing like a board game on TV, but
Dude,
like
it was so much fun.
you would have so many different little games. That was what was sick about it. I feel like that's good for like today's time because like the focus is always switching. It's like a bunch of like new things. Like everybody has ADHD these days, so fucking line right up, man.
Speaking of ADHD, man's like shaking his leg.
I just always got energy, man. Enjoying the time, bro. Pumped up to be doing this podcast, you know. It's our
No.
first one under the books, rolling along, talking along. It's nighttime here in Buffalo, cooling down. We really like this spot. It's just like really chill room where we're filming. And it's really peaceful in here, but it's also, we got a bunch of the windows open, got some of that cool Buffalo air coming in. I live kind of in a little suburb here, so within the city, it's nice. Nice vibe here. Kevin, what do you think about being from Buffalo? Are you glad you're from this place?
Yeah, it was a good place to grow up. It's like an incubator here. It's real small, closed off, but like there's a good character to it, so I think it prepares me to like go out with like a good set of like social skills, because people here are pretty funny.
Yeah, I think people here are very like social and willing to have a conversation compared to like other cities. Like going to New York City, nobody like people don't talk to like your cab drivers or anything. Like you get in an Uber here, your Uber driver is going to be talking to you. Like I guarantee it would be kind of weird if they weren't. Like in any situation like that where near New York City where you wouldn't talk to someone, like people are talking here.
I think like compared to the rest of the country, New York is kind of closed off, but like I think that demeanor kind of like makes people think like you're cool.
I think it's just like the closer you get to the central of the U.S., the more closed off you can be.
I think we're closed off here more than the central of the U.S.
Really? Like the fucking like middle? Like I'm talking like Indiana, like fucking just like bumblefuck.
What do you mean?
Like the states just like in the Midwest. I don't know, there's just like nothing there.
So the people are closed off though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't know too many people from there.
I know, but like think about it. I feel like no one wants to go to the Midwest or the middle of the country. Everybody wants to go to the coast or down south.
So everybody there is just unhappy.
Yeah, that's like my guess. Like why or else people would want to go there more.
Mm-hmm. You get a lot of tornadoes.
If people aren't happy, I just think it'd be a little bit behind on the times. Depends on what town you're from. I mean, I'm from Elmira. It's a pretty small town. They're pretty behind on times, but you know they're slowly catching up. They were like still in a recession, like for a while. It's just like that's why it's like Buffalo. It's way more opportunity here, and it's just so much more abundance than like a small town. Like I can only imagine the small towns out in the Midwest, like how much scarcity in like everything there must be compared to like Buffalo.
Because it's like so centralized.
Yeah, just like so closed off from everything and just kind of stuck in their ways type of thing.
Yeah, people are definitely stuck in their ways here.
Yeah, maybe that's everywhere. Maybe that's just older people. I think like the older people get tested to be more stuck in their ways. They get more romantic.
Romantic?
Yeah, that means like following old ways and just like doing it how it's supposed to be. Supposed to be quotations.
That's what romantic means?
Yeah, like Gary Vee talks about it all the time. Like, don't be romantic with your company. Like, don't be like follow old values because you're supposed to. Like, do what is gonna work and be successful.
Like in literature, it means like to like exaggerate things.
Yeah.
I think people here can romanticize like the mundane of just watching TV every day and like doing the same 9 to 5 job. And like honestly, good for them because I mean they probably like I don't know. I don't think they're happier than me, so like maybe it isn't a good thing. But like God, it's so boring what they're doing, and I don't want to do it. But
Yeah,
like
the 9 to 5 life is something I could never do again.
yeah, I mean like my jobs are always pretty interesting. I like working serving and working at McDonald's because like people are cool.
Yeah,
But like they're cool when like you don't have to deal with them for more than like a couple
right.
amount of time.
I just like hate being told what to do, so jobs never worked out for me very well.
I don't mind being told what to do, but like it's always by somebody who's just like not
He
very
was not
intelligent.
leading, right? Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I can't tell you the amount of like times where like you just talk to somebody who's in charge of you and you're like, oh, really?
Like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking
Yeah,
about. Like, why don't you do my
exactly.
job then, Brick? I
Especially
mean,
in
I
the
love
food
all my
industry.
bosses I've ever had.
Oh, when I worked
No, some of my bosses are cool. If any of my old bosses out there are listening, you know the cool ones. You know who you were.
working in like a call center was I didn't have a problem with the boss, but like that was pretty repetitive job. Working in the food industry is pretty like sporadic, and everybody like, dude, people don't know how to like. They get so flustered, bro, and it's just like
You're just like, chill.
waitresses, especially,
Mm-hmm.
and dudes come back in the kitchen crying. Like, what are you crying about,
Dudes
dude?
come crying. Dude, I would never cry at a job like
It's
that. It's
just like
not worth that much value to make me cry over serving someone.
they
I
like
prefer they would cry before I'd ever cry.
they like they put so much pressure on themselves,
Yeah, it's like, who cares?
dude.
That's like the most overturned job ever, too.
I've had like some really savage people come in, like it's like, dude, that's why the job is so much fun because people are so savage. It was Olive Garden, which is like I thought it would be a classy place, but like, dude, the people that come in are like the worst type of poser, like classy people because they're all like low key just dicks. And like even people who aren't classy come in, like this table of like monstrous transvestite women who are like ghetto black chicks in like shaky wigs. Like their wigs weren't even put on right, bro. I'm telling you. And like they were like hitting on me and
Dude,
shit.
you're about to be getting attacked by some masculine
And then they didn't
transvestites
even
here soon.
tip me. Bro, people stay not tipping. Let's fuck
Yeah,
up.
dude. Yeah, if you don't tip, you're a piece of shit. That's no, like, unless the person did an absolutely like terrible job, like that's really fucked up. If the person's doing a good job and being attentive and like tip 20% plus, like that's fucked up. Don't go out to eat then. If you plan on not tipping, then don't go out to eat. Don't use
Yeah.
a service that requires tipping. Even like ordering food, like even tip them. Like those motherfuckers have to drive your food there, trying to make sure that it's like cool and everything. And you can refill this for me, homie. Thank you. Take over here for solo. Oh yeah, you know.
Some bars.
You got to tip. And, you know, it's just like giving out that value. It's being a good person, feel better. I'm sure people listening here that don't tip, you feel like a piece of shit when you don't. Like, it's just like, you should do it. No, that person probably got the family or kids or goals just like you and me, so they're trying to get a living. And let me tell you, Uber pays shit. Any of those fucking food services apps, they pay shit. They screw their workers over, so be nice and tip well, or just fucking don't be lazy and pick up your food or cook, because that's part of the process.